This is awesome.
A celebration of rap-tastic radio from around this great nation of ours.
Great. Thank you.
So turn up this turn-tacular radio.
Oh, my God, I can't believe it.
It's Jocktober.
Now, before you play any of those clips, I would think that E-Rock should maybe play some of the older production clips that we have to bring everybody on board. Because those.
Are you saying this knowing that E-Rock's not prepared?
I would think E-Rock's prepared. Yeah. No, it's only because the clips there don't include the production elements that we've come to know.
Why not? Why did you get new production elements for this show?
They didn't use those production elements anymore.
Really?
In the show I listened to.
Anthony, that's right. It's John and Jeff time.
Yes.
It's John and Jeff time.
Two guys.
It's John and Jeff time.
The John and Jeff Show.
We're two guys who think women who keep their maiden names in marriage are high maintenance.
We're two guys who think DNA tests should be mandatory before a man's name goes on a birth certificate.
We're two guys who think nobody should get married before the age of 30.
The John and Jeff Show.
The John and Jeff Show.
All right, let me start. I got to ask Jimmy. Do you think they're being serious there?
Yes.
Do you think that's what they think is funny?
Yes.
Yeah, they think, or they also think that those are cool things to say, because listening to the rest of their show, there's nothing that would say they're being ironic. They're not edgy guys. They're dorks.
If we did something like that, we would make it perfectly clear that we're goofing, right?
Yeah, we're two guys who say use racial descriptions when it's appropriate. You faggot white reporters.
There you go. That would be a perfect one.
Yeah. We're two guys that say, come in her mouth, cunt or asshole, while you're plugging her ears with your fingers. We're two guys who say if you see an invalid, pinch their nose and fart in their mouth.
Yeah, there's no sarcasm there. There's they really mean it. And
they're terrible.
Between the we're two guys, the only other thing I ever think of is the one guy that goes to Thailand for, whatever reason. But we all know why people go to Thailand.
For the beautiful beaches.
Everybody talks about the beaches. Oh, no, you ought to go to the beaches.
Oh,
They're wonderful,
The bitches?
The bitches, yeah.
The beaches.
The bitches are questionable.
Questionable everything. Age, fucking... gender.
The John and Jeff Show on Facebook. Most recent comment left a few seconds ago.
Yeah.
We're here, you cunts.
There we go.
No, that was quick.
Anthony, 2 amazing tweets just came in. I apologize because we're in the middle of Jocktober. You know how we were talking about the cobwebs?
Yes.
A lot of cobwebs in that lobby, making it very scary around here today.
Cobwebs, scary, naturally.
Joel from BK writes, they took the cobwebs out of Howard's studio and put them in your lobby.
See, he's saying that no one's ever there.
Oh, my God. Give yourself a bell on that one. We love you, Howie. Relax.
That's funny, though.
We love him, right?
Oh, who doesn't? Come on.
Yeah. And then you got Kingston Pete, because we were just talking about Steven Tyler.
Yes.
And he wants us to play Out on the Tiles by Zeppelin.
All right. That's
kind
what he
of funny,
was.
man. Right. Losing his stupid teeth.
Yeah.
John and Jeff, you guys ready for the first track?
We're two guys. We're two guys that say, don't drop your toast butter side down.
You want to hear another Two Guys promo, or did E-Rock only prepare one for us today?
No, we have 6 of them.
Oh, God, let's hear more.
We got to hear all 6.
Thailand pics. Look at that. Look at that. Come on.
Oh, wow, that's a fucking hot tranny, man.
That's like...
That is a hot tranny.
Do you think that's definitely a tranny?
That's a lady boy.
Look, it's a lady boy.
How do you know?
You can tell.
Gee, I don't know. Look at the fucking neck.
Look at the neck. Picture
Look at the abs. Those
Picture
are men's
all
abs.
that hair gone. Like all the hair on the head, they're gone.
Does this person have a penis or a vagina?
I don't know. That I'm not sure, but that's a lady boy.
Pull up another pic.
That is a lady boy.
Pull up another pic of the
tranny.
same one. Watch this.
That's a tranny.
Why would he have these
Different ones.
That's a woman.
It's just
that
the one.
looks more like...
Look at
That looks
Jimmy.
like a
He's
girl.
quick.
And hold on.
Well, that neck.
Let me see.
That neck
That's a
is-
woman.
Look
There's
at
no
Look at
doubt.
the throat. Look at that.
There's no doubt. That's a woman. Come on.
Hold on.
Tits
Wait,
look
wait,
kind
wait.
of real.
I'm questioning the first one, but...
He's got the same dopey face that, like... God, did these girls end up living through this?
Yeah, he really does have a dumb neck.
It's just...
Why would he put these pictures online?
That's a woman. She looks like a girl.
It's the same expression he's got in every. That's a tranny.
That's a tranny.
That's a tranny.
Of course it is.
Yeah, look.
Absolutely.
No real hips.
Christ.
No real
All right.
hips.
Fucking looks like the little Asian kid that played Crazy Train on Ellen with Ozzy.
What was it? Go to the last one.
Shoot me.
Nah, the other one.
She's pretty.
The last one.
God, the amount of fucking loads these girls have taken. Do you know?
Hey, look at the girls behind
they're
him
pretty
up on
hot.
a table dancing.
Look at how dingy the bar is.
Look at the one slumped. Her shoulders are slumped as she's dancing on the bar.
Yeah, she's awful.
She's had it.
Yeah.
All the cum is weighing her down at this point.
But that, by the way, that's a really cool
Shirt?
It's an awful
Did you go
shirt.
to Thailand with a golf shirt?
His
What's
fucking
wrong with
head
you?
is atrocious. We're two guys that... I'm not going to say it, but it's sometimes... I would say this. If I was going somewhere... This is Jim Norton talking.
Jim Norton.
Purely speculation.
Yeah.
If I was going somewhere to do something that society considers
a no
reprehensible,
Yes.
then I would post photos of myself doing things that society considers naughty, but understandable.
Not reprehensible.
Right.
You know?
It's called a cover story. I would like fucking Donald Sutherland from JFK to be talking about this.
How it all works.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's out there by a little, like a Buddhist monk place or something.
His fucking head is straight. He's a head like Gumby.
Hey, look, here he is.
But you think these pictures, because they're in front of the nice architecture
By
in Thailand?
himself? It's just
But
creepy.
You think he's like, hurry up, take the picture so you get back into the bars.
Take a bunch of these so I can just do what I really want to do.
Yeah.
What I came here for.
Meanwhile, there's a little tiny small hand trying to take that picture. I know how to use these, mister.
So what you're saying is, because
we're two guys. That's what the promo should go. We're two guys, and then show that photo.
and that's it. We get it, Jimmy. We get it.
We're two guys.
Yeah, it's him and a lady boy.
We got
Little
that
lady
one.
boy. What's with lady boy's abdomen?
Exactly. Looks like, you mean looks like there's been an injury?
Yeah, something's going on there.
Sucked in gut. I don't know. Good donkey kick. I'll bet you that was the fucking Marine who found a cock. Punched him in the stomach.
So these are the naughty pictures. Like, look, I'm over there, so I might as well. I went in a couple of these places.
Yeah, some strip clubs.
Just so you could check it out and see.
I heard about it, so I want to see how wild it was.
I was just watching. Can we get here another John and Jeff promo?
Yeah.
We're two guys who think it's cheaper to have an affair than getting a divorce.
We're two guys who think homeschooling is a brainwashing cult.
The John and Jeff Show.
The John and Jeff Show.
They're not interesting thoughts.
No.
They're not compelling. They're not thought-provoking. They're just terrible.
It's nothingness.
It really... We're two guys who take weak stands on things.
Yeah.
Let's hear another one. Maybe.
Maybe this no, you're right.
Yeah.
We're two guys that think that if you fall off the curb, you might drop something.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
We're two guys that turn a knob before we open a door.
Yeah. Really? What? Really obvious statement. We're two guys that believe in rewinding before bringing back the tapes. Really? Fucking assholes.
Play another one.
The John and Jeff
The John and Jeff Show.
We're two guys who think poor people cannot afford to have kids.
We're two guys who wonder what happened to the service in customer service.
We're two guys who think shoplifters should be caged like animals in full view of customers.
The John and Jeff Show.
Hear the sound effects on them?
It's fucking horrendous.
Love the sound effects.
It should go, we're two guys, and then the production should stop and go, really? We're two guys who think like fucking women. We're two guys who say things like your fat aunt. We're two guys who don't talk like guys at all.
Want one more?
I want more than I want to breathe.
Okay.
John and Jeff Show.
The John and Jeff Show.
We're two guys who think every father paying child support is entitled to itemized receipts.
We're two guys who don't trust handing over our car keys to a stranger who calls himself a valet.
We're two guys who think violent criminals should never get out of prison.
The John and Jeff Show.
God.
Violent criminals
damn it.
should never get out of prison.
Like,
wow.
what is
Out
that?
on a limb, aren't you?
And what kind of car do you drive that you're scared the valet is not a valet guy? He's just going to
Exactly.
drive off with your piece of shit car.
Plus, even if these were compelling, it's just a radio
damn
show
it.
where they agree with each other all the time.
But they're not compelling. That's the problem. That's how you know they're not joking.
What?
Violent criminals don't get out of jail. There's nothing...
There's probably not a person breathing right now that doesn't
Doesn't think that.
Yeah. We're two guys.
disagree with that.
Now,
One more. How many more we got?
Other than these, though, do we have some material from them?
Right here.
Do you think I would disappoint?
Oh, I just wanted to know if,
What do you got, Era?
You know it.
We got two more.
Right.
Two more, Ope.
You want to go up?
Yes!
All right, here's another one.
The John and Jeff Show.
We're two guys who think women who keep their maiden names in marriage are high maintenance.
We're two guys who think there should be a law requiring prenuptial agreements before getting married.
We're two guys who think if you're old enough to serve your country, you're old enough to be served a beer.
Yeah.
Oh, there's people making comments about Thailand on their Facebook.
What a couple of
shit.
What a couple of fucking Nancys.
And then people are starting to comment about Thailand.
Thailand.
Well,
and,
that's nice, though, because he's been there. Thailand's a beautiful country.
Are they commenting on how nice it is?
One person's even just saying, he just wrote, "We're two gays."
See, that's just a
And
typo.
I'm going to say it loud and clear. I have no idea
No.
why he goes to fucking Thailand.
Yeah, whatever.
I got
make
my
fun.
questions, that's for sure. If he was in studio, I would ask some questions.
If he wants to
but I
make
have
a
no
stink
fucking
about it.
idea.
Doug Mitchell on
Bet he doesn't want
Facebook
people
is-
digging into his stuff.
I just think it's hilarious, those pictures of the girls.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
hilarious. Please, by the way, I would never want... There is a picture of one girl who's questionable, and that would be a very funny caption. We're two guys. And
I don't
stuff.
think that picture's on the website anymore.
No.
We have that archived in our personal.
Yeah,
nice.
because they used to be on before us. We'd come live at K-Rock.
They were on before us.
Remember, you used to shit to them.
Oh, yeah.
They would help
right.
you,
Thank you, Sam.
evacuate your
Yes.
bowels.
And that's how we found out that he went to Thailand. So we went on their site and we started talking about it. The next day, all those photos were yanked. And they haven't been back on since. So I think we'll have to repost them.
I thought they were on the site now.
No, they haven't been up there for years.
Hey, look, maybe he just goes over there to sightsee and fucking look at chicks.
Could be.
This one, just read the...
By the way.
But away.
If they wanted... What happened, Libby? What happened?
There's a lot of comments being left about Thailand.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
The top
Yeah.
one is the one.
That's funny.
This one right
Whatever John does in Thailand between him and
I mean,
underage boys he has
I
sex
don't-
with.
That's crazy. Oh.
Oh, yeah, we don't know.
That's them. That's his face. They're crazy.
Somebody wrote that on Facebook?
Yeah. Matthew Travis wrote it.
Anthony, I was just thinking, you know how they made the lobby very scary? I just had a
Very
thought.
frightening.
You know how we like to help the company along?
What?
We like to help them. Be a better company. If they want the lobby to
Yeah.
be really scary. What? How is it scary right now? Cobwebs?
Oh, the spider got me. I was like, spider, and the cat's like,
Bones.
bones. Oh, no, someone left a skeleton out.
That's right.
If they want to make the lobby really scary, just
Yeah.
a thought, they should nail up all the contracts they have given people.
And people
for
would just
doing
be
nothing.
screaming. Employees here would just be screaming
You want to
bloody
scare your
murder.
employees.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Put up the M&M contract. Way scarier than any bones and graveyard shit.
I would like to see Dr. Kaku's house on Halloween. He just has a statue of a guy with a speaker behind it that goes, "Hello."
Hello.
He's petrified.
All right, let's do some John Jeff.
Well, you have one left if you want.
Please.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Why
All right.
wouldn't we?
The John and Jeff Show.
The John and Jeff Show.
We're two guys who think there should be a federal investigation into the long lines at the post office.
We're two guys who think it should be a felony if your French fries are cold at the drive-thru.
We're two guys who think a woman should give a man a gift after getting engaged.
The John and Jeff Show.
You know, guys on Twitter are trying to write John and Jeff promos. The sad part about this, and I appreciate the effort, this is one they would actually use. Ready for this? We're two guys that think if you eat before you swim, you'll get cramps.
Yeah, of course
Yeah,
it
they
is.
would use
They
that
would
one.
use that as a real one.
By the way, sorry.
Yeah, what? Go ahead.
Funny tweet, Sirius signed the spider for $3.5 million.
Spider Radio. Why not?
8 different channels, one for each leg. Arachnophobia.
It's not outrageous. You signed Eminem. He hasn't made an appearance yet. So you could sign a spider, right? Because the spider doesn't actually have to do the show.
Right.
That's really funny. John and Jeff teased a new study they'll be talking about this hour.
Yes, I mean, that's their format. Now, they're on overnights is their thing. They're third shifters.
Why is overnights funny, Jimmy?
It's not.
I know. Just fucking around.
I saw another scary room with a coffin and some dead bodies on this Sirius XM website. Turned out to be Bob Edwards' studio. I forgot.
Going old school with Bob Edwards. Is that corpse still working for the company?
Yes.
Really?
Bob Edwards is still here.
He was supposed to be the big get.
Yeah.
Did it pan out that he was the big get for XM?
I don't know.
7 years later?
I don't know if that panned out.
I had to ask if he still works for XM. I didn't even know.
But they're on
Remember that? The big get.
The big get. They had to leave our big signing dinner because they needed to get with Bob Edwards. That's when I was like, holy shit, what did we get ourselves into?
Dumb broad.
Remember?
Yeah.
No,
the
I wasn't
big-
there, but it's a-
yeah,
I know.
it's
She was like-
and guess what, guys?
And she goes, I'm happy you guys are signed, but we got to move up. I have to get to another place because we
Yeah.
signed Bob Edwards. And me and Aunt look at each other like, how about you start by telling us who he is? Because I don't even know the name.
Yeah. Start that. How about you start by not even telling us and kind of saying like, hey, welcome aboard, you guys.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah. Make it seem like you actually want us here.
And then Hugh Pinero had to make it very, very clear to me and Aunt that he was no Mel Karmazin.
Yeah.
Because I guess
Believe me, we knew that.
I guess he thought we were buddies with.
Oh, he said he's no Mel. You mean like a guy who takes a company and actually makes it work?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a guy who has an 8 million subscriber lead and then fucking falls into the lake.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're right. You are no Mel.
Exactly.
Dope. Fucking asshole.
I mean, the one thing
He's not even a He's not even a Mel's diner owner from fucking from Alice when it comes to corporate runnings.
He was the worst.
I didn't like.
Mel
him at all.
understands talent, and Hugh Pinero didn't. So yeah, you were no fucking Mel Karmazin. First thing out of his mouth. No, the other thing was, I don't like you guys, but I understand what you do is important to our subscribers.
He's not even a fucking.
That was a wonderful opening line.
I know.
Sorry, Jimmy.
That's right. He's not even a Mel the cop from Scarface.
Hey, Mel.
How do you start with that? I don't like you guys.
Here's a one-way ticket to the hostile takeover.
Shot in the stomach was fucking nicer than what Sirius did to XM too. Fucking Tony.
We can fix it.
Yeah. Don't get carried away.
Yeah, see, we're two guys that jerk each other off on commercial break. That's
Isolate that.
That's a good one.
that's fine. I like that. Well, I mean, I like the line.
How about we're two guys and Corvettes?
Why would they say that?
Two guys available at Two Guys and Corvettes. I remember that commercial, Jimmy.
What's the commercial?
Chipper.
Chippa.
Chipper, right. Chipper.
Tell Joe McHale we don't have time for him today.
That's not going to make people happy.
Jocktober, man.
I understand.
Do have Jocktober.
Jocktober.
Let's ask him if he knows these creeps.
All right. Well, maybe he could, like, a little past 9 instead of 9.
We could make it quick. We could do like 5 minutes, go back to Jocktober.
Ooh, I could go old school.
I don't know if that's what I meant by quick.
Yeah, we'll go quick. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a friend of the show. He's been in,
That means he'll understand.
No, he won't.
John and Jeff tease a new study they'll be talking about this hour.
We're going to talk about materialistic possessions in relationships and the damage it causes your marriage.
By the way, he's a half a Fez, possibly a Fez.
Oh!
How's Fez from across the globe going?
I don't think there's enough to really
No, that's
Fuck, you let
Fez
me
it
down.
out. I didn't, it's not.
A lot of people are trying to buy lots of jewelry and lots of expensive cars, but what does that actually do to the relationship you're in with your partner? A new study suggests that it actually hurts the relationship. So the more materialistic possessions you have, your car, your boat, your big house, your relationship could suffer. So we're going to talk about that this hour, among other things, on the John and Jeff Show.
That's just stupid.
Really?
What are you talking
What's
about?
that? Where did they get that?
That's what the study
Topic?
says.
What
Topic?
What study?
They say they have a study, but the John and Jeff, they don't get a lot of phone calls because
Then why
number
are they
one,
on the radio?
they're on in the middle of the night, and number two, they're a bad show.
They're two guys that don't need to phone.
Well, what happens is they take a premise and they just continuously
Pound it into the
reset it
ground.
up and reset it up and reset it up, so that way they can fill the time in the night that nobody's listening to them.
Gotcha.
Like
It's a fucking redundant show.
like that, you It does get a little redundant, and I hope redundancy.
Jimmy's in a weird place today. I love it.
I hope redundancy doesn't annoy you.
I'm just really tired, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So did that go anywhere?
Well,
They set it up again.
what do you think
again?
of redundancy in shows?
Wow.
It's just enraging. It's
Okay, well, this may not go so well then, because
fucking annoying. Ugh, get to it already. Assholes.
well, you know that study that they just teased.
They're going to tease it again, or are they going to do it?
Well, now they have to explain exactly what they meant by saying people with more money.
But then I have to take the real angle. Like, it's not even possible. If you get your family or your loved one better stuff, why does that hurt a relationship? That's just stupid.
If only you had been there to call the John and Jeff show and talk to them about it, they wouldn't have to keep setting this bid up.
Well, that's why I'm mad, because it's obvious that the study's bullshit.
It seems like one you wouldn't even go with.
We had no stuff growing up. I know our lives would have been better if my dad was dragging home shit.
See how they start compelling conversations?
Sure.
They really have gotten your
goat.
Your goat, your fur up.
We had a big backyard. My dad had this dream of putting a pool in. Guess what? We never got the fucking pool, but he talked about it enough.
Cemented it.
He did cement.
Cemented the
around
backyard.
where the pool might have been.
Yeah.
If you linger longer, you understand what I'm saying.
Imagine what it was like.
He had this dream, but it never fucking happened. Are you trying to tell me if we had a pool in the backyard, our lives would have been shittier?
That's what John and Jeff are saying.
Yeah.
You got an opinion, call up.
Thank God.
Instead of our nice yard that we played sports on, had to be a garden so we could save some money on fruits and vegetables.
Wow.
Using our own
Fucking
brand
Ingles.
new bikes to fucking plow the field.
Oh.
How you would plow with a bicycle is beyond me.
We had to fucking turn over all the dirt.
Genius.
Farmers know what I'm talking about. And then you had to smooth out the dirt, so we got the bright idea. If we attached a big piece of wood to two bikes and drag it across the fucking yard, we could flatten out the dirt faster.
It's good.
It just bounced around.
I would assume it probably, just an engineering.
It just bounced around.
Bounced around, didn't flatten anything out.
And then we fucking grew shitty vegetables. Our vegetables looked sick.
Really?
Yes.
Puny little things.
We didn't have the right chemicals and shit that make it nice and bright and plump.
You go into the store and see these wonderful vegetables all big, and then you're like, oh, this is what we got?
Shitty, man.
One string bean and a fucking...
Yes.
A bent pepper.
Yes.
And Jeff, according to a recent study, the more materialistic possessions you have in your marriage, the worse off your relationship. So the brand new car, the big house that you always wanted, the high expenses that you might have in relationships, the materialistic...
Is that guy gay?
No, John and Jeff are two guys. They're guys.
Well, gay guys are guys.
Yeah, gay guys can
too.
be guys.
Maybe they said gay guys.
I think Jeff is married.
Oh, which one is he?
He's the guy that doesn't talk as much.
The merciful one?
Yeah, the one that's talking right now is John.
Is he the one in the
John
photos?
is the one on the left because it says the John and Jeff show.
Yeah.
Like they would never put the Opie and Anthony show and then put me over there by your name. And
John is the one who
That'd be
likes
crazy.
Thailand.
Who's the one on the left whose face looks like a piece of celery with eyes run into it?
That would be John.
What a stalk neckhead.
So John with the weak voice.
It's awful.
I'll just call it a weak voice. He's the one that goes to Thailand.
Yes.
Yeah. But his whole show revolves around being a man.
Yeah.
Two guys.
You might have in relationships, the materialistic possessions literally take a toll on your relationship. Now,
I
think
mean,
about
like,
that.
for instance,
Are you happier?
if they want to start taking, like, your
you're
poodle
living-
or your Judy Garland record collection or your trinkets that you've picked up.
Exactly.
Trinkets.
Yeah.
Boy, he went through that subject. Oh, boy, do they love eating that clock up.
Boy, they meander.
This is the
yeah.
beginning.
You know what, Ant? This just in, though. SiriusXM has just hired John's lisp.
Wow.
To a big contract.
Scary.
That will also be tacked up in the lobby to make this place scarier.
If you're living a simpler life in your relationship, do you really need a big house? Do you really need a big car to make your relationship work?
We get
The
it.
study suggests
A study.
that the more materialistic things you have,
Shut up.
the greater chance of conflict
Just die.
in your household. So if you have a big house,
We
it's going to be a lot of big decisions on how to decorate
Holy
it. And of course,
shit.
that's going to be another reason to have an argument or a fight. But I'm just curious. In general,
More than curious, sir.
thinking back, looking at your life,
Go in real time.
when you had more materialistic possessions, were you happier in your relationship?
Yes,
Or did
I
it
was.
cause more
Okay.
conflict?
No, I loved when I was sleeping in my
Maybe
car.
it was a brand new car. Maybe it was a vacation home.
List more stuff.
Maybe it was a boat. Maybe it was a motorcycle. Because I
Anything
think
else?
what happens in relationships,
Maybe it was
Jeff,
a
is if the guy
Thailand
goes out and buys
trip.
a motorcycle, then maybe the wife goes out and buys a nice piece of jewelry.
It's kind of like, well, I did this, so now you can go do that, or vice versa.
Yeah, thanks,
This
Jeff.
is a show?
This is his show.
This is a show?
And they still don't pay you, Sam?
No, they don't.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
What
no,
is-
they don't.
What is the option? Like, when they say, do you want John or Jeff or? What was the other option? Like, we have them, or we have the sound of a bowling ball just rolling?
I would like the bowling
What do you
ball,
want?
please.
Do you want John and Jeff, or do you want the sound of the bowling ball rolling?
You didn't like Jeff's contribution just at the end where he said, it's like, I did something for you, so you do something for
No,
me,
you do
or
something.
vice
He
versa.
said vice versa.
Vice versa.
Vice
But,
versa.
are you happier, though, with nothing, or maybe, that big house, or that car, or a motorcycle,
boat,
big screen TV,
jewelry, stereo system,
a pool, perhaps, let me
DVD
think
player.
a little. Maybe you just want some fancy rims for that car.
some nice clothes.
Clothes, good. What else can we talk?
It's fucking, I would
Holy
last
shit.
an hour as a team member of that show.
Sometimes I wish I was a program director because I would so program bowling ball sounds against them.
Oh, yeah.
Just insult.
Yeah, we're gonna cut you back an hour. And
No,
we're
no,
just
I
gonna
want to
play
be the
bowling ball
I want to
sound.
be the competition and see if I could possibly
Oh,
beat him in
win.
the ratings
That's
by just
good.
having bowling ball sounds.
Yeah.
Bowling
That
alley
would be
sounds.
good. It's like, hey, we just lost. We're second. We lost to what? The bowling ball sound.
The bowling ball sound.
That's a new channel coming, by the way.
Yeah, here
ball
at
sound.
Exit.
Bowling radio.
Bowling radio, not balling radio.
Bowling.
Bowling. All right. Do we
love rolling.
do we play another John and Jeff clip then for Jocktober?
Yes.
All right. Remember how they were like setting up that bit?
You remember the survey about
Yeah,
whether it was boats
how could we not
or
remember?
houses or
It was like a torture being drilled into your face.
Yeah, well, they had a very long setup because Sam points out perfectly the phones aren't ringing because they have another shitty phone topic. I know they're doing overnights, but there are people that will call in if you make it, interesting enough.
Sure.
That's their problem. But here we go. Track 3 in, John and Jeff.
Yes.
No calls on the big topic. Mm-hmm. So let's keep setting up the study. Set it up again.
why not set it up again? Maybe that's the problem. People just don't understand the question being posed.
They set it up again.
Again.
Were they having any
that's-
callers?
That's great.
No. They were more focused on the premise.
We should, you know how Joel McHale interrupted the John and Jeff Day for Travis? How about we take that and move it to after the John and Jeff stuff for the replay? Is that possible or no? Because then this will all make sense to people.
It'd be
All right, you
Yeah,
guys
but I
figure
think
it out.
people are just going to keep tuning in, waiting for more John and
All
Jeff.
right, fair enough.
big tease.
No calls, so let's keep setting up the study.
When you get married younger, you don't have as much money, so you become successful. You get more money. Now you've got the bigger house, the bigger car.
Oh my God, he doesn't run through it
It's
again.
a different clip, by the way.
This is not the same clip we listened to earlier.
No, it's
They're
a new
running
clip.
through it again.
Yes.
More money. Now you've got the bigger house, the bigger car, the bigger barbecue in the backyard. But maybe you had a lot, all right, and because of this recession, you now have less material things. Maybe you got rid of the bigger
By the way,
SUV.
pause real quick. We
Maybe
knew
you
what you meant by less, asshole.
Yeah. Right.
What else could you have meant? You have less oxygen. You have less hair follicles, less earwax. We knew what you meant, dummy, when you said recession.
And does it really matter if you have a bigger barbecue in the overall scheme of things?
No.
I mean, it's nice to
a
have,
lot
sure,
more
but
on there.
Yeah.
but it's not going to really
Sure.
like drive you nuts if all of a sudden you had a
Well, no.
bigger barbecue. Now you're down to a smaller
Yeah,
one.
the
that'd be
Nazis cared
crazy.
about that.
material things. Maybe you got rid of the bigger SUV. Maybe you got
List.
rid of the bigger home. Maybe you lost your home. Maybe you've downsized. Does it really matter?
No.
Or maybe you felt pressure to keep up your lavish lifestyle because you had that big home and you had 3 cars and the boat and the jet ski.
Holy
Holy! I've never heard. I guess
This is beyond me.
This is a list competition.
Yeah.
And he wins.
But it's the same list every time.
Yeah.
Automobile, building, big house.
I've never wanted to scream, "We get it."
You
It's
think
louder in my
maybe
life.
they're just fucking with their listeners and they're like, hey, let's see how many times we can list all of these items.
I would say that's the case if they had listeners.
Okay,
Yeah.
good point. Good point.
The boat, the car, the
Lifestyle.
barbecue.
Because you had that big home, and
Hibachi.
you had 3 cars and the boat and the jet ski and the motorcycles.
By the way, I didn't rewind.
That's literally the worst show I've ever
No,
heard.
I didn't rewind.
This,
They
I was
did the
just going
list
to say
again.
that. I was just, as far as Jocktober goes.
Of all the Jocktober
and we've
shows.
made
Yeah.
fun of all. This is horrendously bad. The worst? The worst.
Oh,
Ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen, the
Oh, yeah.
worst show
The
of
worst
Jocktober.
show. Oh, yeah.
Because it's not even like
Oh, yeah,
oh my
because-
God, remember this hacky thing and the hole is going and it sort of fits a formatic thing. This is just nonsense.
Well, in all fairness to some of the shows we feature, we know they have an audience, but it's a different audience than us. So,
Yeah.
so I guess if you step back a little bit, you understand, okay, they're talking to just different people than what we do. I don't know who would listen to this.
yeah.
I really
Third
don't.
shifters.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't listen to that.
This is absolutely
They were tuning
terrible.
the bowling alley channel. What was it again? The bowling ball channel?
No, just bowling ball sound. Not even hitting
Bowling ball
pins.
sounds.
Just the ball. Maybe a gutter.
You get to hear the ball hit the ground first or just the
duck.
rolling?
No, duck.
Hear the what, Sam?
The ball hitting the ground first. Ball. Hitting the ground.
No, what did you say?
Ball. Hitting the ground first.
Is he hearing
Lavish
it?
lifestyle.
No.
Because you had that big home and you had 3 cars and the boat and the jet ski and the motorcycles.
I'm not rewinding. He just keeps he keeps going
He
to the list.
just keeps doing the same
I'm not
list.
rewinding. I'm telling you right now. Holy crap.
Had that big home and you had 3 cars and the boat and the jet ski and the motorcycles. Or maybe you just said, you know what, we're getting rid of all that stuff. We're going to downsize.
He said it again.
And so now you're adjusting. Let's talk about that.
And did it bring you together in your relationship, or did it literally break you apart?
Yeah.
And that's where we have to stop because we're ball
He
boys
wasn't
here.
here.